And welcome back to Bus Picks. I was just getting my headphones on right now. My name is Dio. That is Donovan.
How we doing?
I totally forgot we were doing a show. This is episode 79.
Yeah.
Episode 79. Week 13 in the NFL just passed.
Yeah.
Don, your team just lost. My team just lost.
It's a rough one. Rough week.
Let's just tag it. How you feeling?
Rough.
You scared? Where's your scared meter on a scared from 1 to 5? 1, not scared at all.
Like 2, but I know that I'm going to accelerate to a 5 depending on this week.
I was at a 4.
Yeah.
I'm at about a 3 now.
Okay, you've come down.
I've come down.
Like I'm sitting more angry because I know what the issues are with this team.
Mm-hmm. I think yours is just more like, damn it, not again.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's where we're at right now.
Mine is more of like, what happened? We were having such a good time. If you don't know, Don's a Ravens fan. I'm a Colts fan.
Yes, sir.
It's been tough. Welcome back, Don. You got a fact of the day?
I do. And it's a fun tie into a moment of today's history. Well, in today in history.
The fact happened today.
In 1987.
So
but today.
not today.
But today's date. Today's date. Is the Garbowski Shuffle.
What's the Garbowski Shuffle?
The 1980 Bears. When Mike Ditka and they did the song.
French Shuffle.
Yeah, yes, it's officially called. The song is officially called the Garbowski Shuffle.
Terrible name.
It's named after one of the players who did it.
Stand by it.
It's certified gold and platinum.
Yeah, I'm sure that the Fiends in Chicago were playing it nonstop.
In the 80s. No, that meant that it was coming off of record buys.
Yeah, I mean, people were buying vinyls of
the Garbowski Shuffle featuring Mike Ditka.
I mean, Mike Ditka's an icon until he wasn't.
No. I mean, he still is in a lot of ways in the modern day, but it's just more the idea that, like, we were talking music a little bit earlier today, and just like how like certain genres and certain things coming out in the news lately about music, like how like having like that kind of rivalry, having that kind of like angst against another person can create cool art.
Oh, absolutely.
The idea that an entire football diss track, essentially.
There's an entire, they were just talking about in the 80s, we're like, we're going to smash you in the face. We're going to win a Super Bowl. Check this out. Every time we go to the club, they're going to do the what shuffle?
The Garbowski Shuffle.
Terrible name. If it would have been like the Ricky Icky Shuffle, then we would have been like, all right, it's in forever.
I mean, the Bengals had the Icky Shuffle at that time, too. I know. Everyone just had a shuffle in that era.
Yeah, the Falcons had the Falcon. The
Dirty Bird.
Yeah, the Dirty Bird. We got to bring back more dances. I know that a lot of people would say there's too much celebrating in the NFL. I flip it. We got to do team choreographed dances.
I mean, the Vikings had a couple in the last few years that they would do like semi-regularly on the defense.
I think a good one is every time Josh Allen rushes in for a touchdown. I guess let's go straight into Hall of Famer of the week.
Sure.
My Hall of Famer of the week is Josh Allen.
All right.
He has now officially passed Cam Newton in all-time quarterback rushing touchdowns at 76.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that rushing touchdown because it didn't feel like he did a lot. That O-line... No, he's been on a.
If you've been paying attention, he's been slowly starting this Josh Allen hate train. This is just a little bit more seasoning on that train.
I'm just saying he got stood up 3 yards from the line, 3 yards past the line of scrimmage. He got fully stood up, and he had 2 of his offensive linemen carry him over.
Every time
I want to hear stats for those O linemen. That's my stance on it. Is I want to have them get like a half touchdown on their stat sheet, like the same way we give defensive linemen half sacks. They deserve a half touchdown.
Greg Olsen said it best. He said when Cam Newton won the MVP, it felt like the offense had won the MVP because it is an offensive award. It goes to the head of that offense, and it's Cam Newton in that moment.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of other players come out and say like, yeah, when you're when you're blocking for these guys, you feel like, hey, you did it together. And I think that's a big piece for them.
It is, and I'm sure they feel that way. I want their flowers more in the media.
I think you're just saying. I think you're just saying that because you hate Josh Allen now. You tore down Joe Burrow, and now you're on to the next guy.
It's my same thing as Philly. Like Jalen Hurts with a tush push.
They're going to smash that record.
They're going to smash it pretty quickly, but cool. That O-line is the anchor of why that works. give those guys the credit for the yards.
They get they're in every commercial.
But they do. I know, but they get it.
Yeah.
I want to see the same thing for the Bills.
Josh Allen, not all of his touchdowns are like that.
No, not all
Most
of them
Jalen Hurts' touchdowns are at the 1 yard line. A lot of them are. That's why they get it. Josh Allen does a lot of miracle work, which is what I was saying. Every time the Bills score a touchdown, they should run to the end zone and pretend to chug the football, and everyone in the stands should have a beer ready to go for touchdown beer. It's a touchdown beer that they have to chug.
That's so Buffalo. That feels good.
It's perfect for them.
It's great for Buffalo.
Instill it. Don, who's your Hall of Famer of the week?
For me, I don't know how we don't give it to the Cowboys this week. Their defense showing up for the first time in a bit.
Show the bias.
Hey, we did not expect the Cowboys defense to step up almost all season. They were written off all year. I love that they have stepped up in this game. Their front seven is looking more dynamic now. Their trades have somehow... Micah Parsons should still be on that roster. Jerry Jones is an idiot for getting rid of him.
They're past it. That was months ago.
The guys they've brought in are working. Mm-hmm. It's taken a few weeks for it to mesh, but I want to give the flowers where I can. That's looking great. Bringing in Pickens was a great decision for this offense that we've talked about for a few weeks.
Yeah.
This looked like the first complete both sides of the ball game that they've had all season.
They beat a Chiefs team that is hot and cold, but
but you need a statement win if you're thinking that you're a playoff team, and to me, this was that statement win for the Cowboys.
Beating Patrick Mahomes on a 5-touchdown win is always impressive. So shout out to you guys for the Hall of Famer of the week. Let's get into bust of the week. Don, you want to go with yours first? Mine's kind of long.
I'm just going to give it to the Ravens. I was going back and forth.
You're really mean.
This was a terrible.
We have not talked about this game at all.
We have not, and it's been festering in me.
You want to give me a quick rundown of how you feel about that game?
Rashad Ali led all running backs and snaps.
Yeah, Don.
Yeah, that's how I feel. That's just like
this is the first time I've ever invested in Derrick Henry, and he's awful.
I don't think it's him. We know the O-line has issues. Like every Ravens fan knows, this O-line has had issues. We let some guys go that we should not have because we thought the young guys were ready, and they are not.
Yeah.
That is plain and simple what it is. But the idea that the Bengals defense, and we didn't give Derrick Henry 25 touches in a must-win divisional game.
I'm worried about this week now.
I'm worried. Exactly.
Yeah. We'll get into that in a little bit. But
the idea of we brought in Keaton, like we have Keaton Mitchell for that Thunder Lightning kind of like Sonic and Knuckles.
Keaton had a great play.
He had a couple great plays. Why is Rashad Ali? I know he's taking over the Justice Hill role, but Derrick Henry could catch. He's not the best pass catcher in the world, but he can catch.
You're paying Derrick Henry a lot of money to get 10 carries a game, and I'm getting upset about it.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like, I understand save him for playoffs. It's do or die time. Like, we'll worry about playoffs when we get to playoffs. Get there first.
Yeah. That's your bust of the week. My bust of the week is Penn State. Again, I know I'm going to go through college football really quickly. It's if you love drama, and if you love reality TV shows, college football is the place to be.
Yes.
In the past 72 hours, we've had so many coaches move from this school to this school, but why Penn State specifically gets the failure? They were the first team to fire their head coach in college football. They've had every opportunity to reach out to every coach that they could try to poach, and they've lost every single coaching opportunity.
Yeah, it's rough.
Lane Kiffin was the first one, the Ole Miss coach. He ended up signing to LSU, and one of the
which is crazy.
It could be a 2-hour episode. We talk about that alone,
like
where he held the team hostage and was talking to the 80 for 42 hours, and then he found out he wasn't going to be able to coach the Ole Miss team in the playoff. So he said, screw it, to all of his coaching staff. He said, if you're not on this plane, you're not getting a job when playoffs are done at LSU.
Yeah, the idea that he's going in division.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, and he not even just like he's making that jump. He's been looking in division for jobs.
Oh yeah. Like he wanted the Alabama job a few years ago.
Yeah,
didn't get it.
Like there's no loyalty in that man when it comes to schools.
And then Penn State was trying to go after Brian Hartline, the offensive coordinator for Ohio State, and he was like, I'm good. I'm going to stay here.
Yeah.
They've been looking all over. Today, they went after the BYU coach, Sataki, and right when we thought it was about to be a done deal, out of the shadows, the Crumble Cookie CEO came out and was like, nah, not if I have anything to do about it on Twitter, reached out and then signed him to a $9.5 million deal to BYU, also giving him $15 million a year in NIL funds. Now Penn State is sitting here at the table and they're like,
we got nobody.
Can we get James Franklin back? No, he's in Virginia Tech. It's beautiful. I love college football.
It's crazy. NIL has done some weird stuff, and I'm just going to get on a soapbox for 2 seconds. Like, we've all known that there's been, like, it's historically documented. There's been a lot of illegal money in college football
Mainly
for years before NIL.
Never at USC.
Before NIL. But the idea that openly a large multi-million-dollar company could come out and just say, no, we're just going to give you $9 million of just separate funds from your job just to keep you there is insane. It doesn't feel morally right.
The Walmart family puts a lot of money into the Arkansas Razorbacks,
yeah.
But because they value basketball and baseball more to them, they ended up going cheap and getting Silverfield from Memphis as their head coach, and a lot of people were upset. Florida ended up getting the Tulane coach, who were really upset until a bunch of analysts had to come out and be like, no, Florida, you should be happy. It's awesome.
But the idea, like, if you are a billionaire.
Yeah, well, it's more than that, Don.
Yeah.
If you make a couple $1 million,
you could have your thumb on the scale completely for a school.
100%. You could have 6 used car lots in Missouri and somehow affect how Nebraska recruits.
That doesn't feel right.
I think it's actually I disagree. It's the closest thing you can get to owning a franchise in this day and age.
True. That's true.
No matter how rich I get, I won't be able to buy an NHL or an NFL team like our forefathers back in the 50s were able to do for 4 vacuums and a nickel. Nowadays, if I just hit a couple parlays, well, hell, I want a new DB for the Stanford Cardinals. Why not?
But you don't get a return.
Yeah, you do. You get to watch your boys.
That's true. I meant monetarily.
No, not everything's about monetization, Don. Sometimes people are just doing things for the love of the game. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Let's get into play ball. We got a couple games to talk about. We're going to give you our favorite bets of the week. We're going to start with Thursday Night Football, the Cowboys versus Lions. We gave the Cowboys a little bit of praise earlier.
Yep.
Lions also failed on Thanksgiving. What a shocker.
Yeah, they returned to form there a little bit. Amon-Ra getting knocked out of that game, I think,
Huge.
played a massive, massive role into that. He's kind of the heartbeat of that offense. So missing them, missing Khalif Raymond, missing Sam Laporta, Frank Ragnow not being able to possibly play for the season.
He's not going to play. They found out his whole knee was off the bone.
No, so he is technically on the practice report for the Lions right now.
Oh my God.
So he failed the physical to suit up or do anything, but if he's able to get medical treatment, there's a chance he might come in.
His meat is off the bone.
Yeah, but you can get surgery for that. You think the NFL's you think that's going to stop the NFL?
I don't think he's coming back. Where I'm at right now with this game is I like what the Cowboys are doing. I think the Cowboys have a lot of motion. I think George Pickens is showing you what I've been saying for a long time. He's one of the most talented wide receivers in the NFL.
Yeah.
And you're getting the Cowboys plus money. Give me Cowboys plus 3. I feel like this is a trap line. Everyone's expecting the Detroit Lions to do the get-right game. I do think Jared Goff is good for 2 touchdowns. I'm taking his over at 1.5.
I like that line. For me, I'm kind of in a similar vein. I'm taking the over 54.5 in this one.
It's a lot of points.
It is a lot of points. There is a lot of injuries in the Lions secondary. They are beat to snot. CD and Pickens should absolutely feast in this game. I'd even take Ferguson for a touchdown in this one. Just because he is the third guy in that rotation. Yes, the Cowboys had their first full complete game.
Yes.
Kind of buried one of the big things that are floating around on what helped their defense in that second half.
What, Don?
Was the Cowboys do not understand how to build a stadium.
Yeah, they had the sun shining right in Patrick Mahomes' face.
Which it was in
great advantage.
It was in Dak's face the first half, so I don't fully give that to the reason. But the Chiefs' offense have stagnated. We know that they've had struggles. Lions' offense is a lot more dynamic. You have Gibbs, Montgomery, Jameson, who could still do very, very explosive plays.
The second Amon-Ra was out, they were like, all right, it's a J-Mo game.
And that's where I think they're going to start leaning a little bit here. Isaac Teslaw's line right now is 27.5 receiving yards. With Raymond out and Amon-Ra out and Laporta out, I think he's the number 2 now.
I actually like Tom Kennedy, the wide receiver that they brought up.
Yeah.
He had 3 targets last week on 2 catches. I think he's going to get more involved again
Sure.
this week. He's going to be in that Amon-Ra role, while Tesla is going to be more on the outside.
Yeah.
I like him over a catch right now. His line's at 0.
Oh, that's a great line to take him. Yeah, I just think this game turns into a shootout. Neither of these secondaries scare me in any way, and both teams have way too talented of players to not each put up 20 points.
All right, you got the over. I got the +3 and some Jared Goff touchdowns. Let's go to your game of the week, Don. Steelers versus Ravens. I'm gonna go quick.
Sure.
I've been wrong about the Steelers. They are 6-6. I did expect them to be here, but I expect them with one more win. I did think they were going to win last week. I did think, here and there. Ravens, also been wrong about the Ravens. I thought they were going to go on a monster tear.
Everyone did.
Yeah. And right now, both these teams are sitting at 6-6 with a Bengals kind of making some noise right behind these teams.
2 games back.
Yeah. I want to take the Ravens. I'm not going to take anyone here. I'm just going to take this dirty divisional game after Thanksgiving. If I know anything, this game's going to be like a 20-14 type game. Give me the under 43.5.
That feels like a great under here.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Ravens -6 just on the homer pick alone. I don't trust
I think that line's off.
I
hate that line.
I don't like it either. It feels gross.
Because I was leaning Steelers +6. I got 6.5.
It doesn't feel like a good line.
I feel like the line should be 3.5. Ravens.
It should be for a divisional game. For me, though, Derek Harmon has already been ruled out on the Steelers' D-line, their defensive tackle. That's massive. Patrick Queen has still not been reported to do any physical activity yet.
Pretty good for them.
With the glute and lower back injury he's hosting right now. They did just cut some members of their secondary.
Yeah, Darius Slay got cut today.
Which, I mean, he's going to bounce around.
He's
been bad. Yeah, he's kind of cooked at this point. To me, and then it's Rodgers will start again with a broken wrist once more.
Yeah, which wasn't great last week. We'll see how it is in a divisional matchup.
You could tell once he fell on that wrist once,
he
was scared. Yeah, he was scared to take another hit. He was getting the ball out too quickly, was inaccurate.
Can we talk about a guy who's been a little inaccurate on the other side?
I think that there's still a lingering issue with Lamar. I think the
toe clearly is an issue.
Yeah, he has not gotten to speed whatsoever. We've run a record low amount of RPOs with him this season compared to any other year.
He has his longest run of the year is 19 yards.
Yeah, this is not the normal Lamar play. I think a big reason for that is I do think he still has that lingering toe injury. If Derrick Henry does not get 25 touches, I don't care if it's a screen pass, I don't care if it's up the gut, he needs minimum 25 opportunities in this game.
We say this every time.
We do, and that's the recipe to win. If you've looked at every big win the Ravens have had this season, Derrick Henry's getting 20 to 25 opportunities at a minimum.
You're preaching to the choir, man. I would love him to get 20 to 25 opportunities.
With Harmon out, this O-line not being the greatest, and Lamar clearly injured, it clearly dealing with something because it is not his normal play. He looks off balance. He does not have speed that he normally does. This needs to be Derrick Henry take over the game. I'm going to take the Ravens on this one.
-6.5.
Same way I did with the Eagles last week and say this is a prove-it game.
Gotcha. Colts, Jaguars, my game of the week. Colts after 2 straight losses.
Yeah.
Toughest schedule for the rest of the year in the NFL. I'm scared. We haven't won in Jacksonville in 9 years. This would be 10 years straight losing in Jacksonville. The Jaguars are good. I don't care what anyone says. Trevor Lawrence is playing well enough. That offense is doing what they can even without their first-round pick and their last year's first-round pick and Brian Thomas, who just hasn't shown up that much.
He might come back this week. Reports are he's looking to suit up.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Jacoby Myers in that trade is working very, very well for them right now.
And then on the other side, Sauce Gardner on a trade, banged up with a calf injury. Still day-to-day, but he's probably going to miss this week.
Yep.
I think the Colts' morale is at an all-time low. Daniel Jones played well last week, though. I think they know what tweaks they have to do. This is a huge game.
Yep.
This is a must-win game. I do think the Colts are going to pull it off. They are favorites by 1.5, but I love the over at 47.5. Jaguars can score. Colts can score. I think we're going to look at about a 35-27 type game here.
For me, I am taking Jacksonville.
It's fine. I understand. It's a smart bet.
Yeah, plus 1.5 when they're sitting at home.
Yeah.
I think the hairline fracture in Daniel Jones' leg still worries me a lot. He has clear horizontal mobility issues.
He played well.
He played well
against a really good defense.
Yes, I think a divisional opponent who can get to him who has a decent pass rush on the year.
Yeah.
That worries me.
Yeah.
And knowing that the entire offense lives and breathes right now, like it has all season, but even especially now that
Jonathan Taylor is
exactly.
It's Jonathan Taylor and Alec Pierce.
And so in my mind, if you're not
Tyler Warren,
if you're not stacking 7 in the box every down,
Jacksonville
deserves to lose this game. Like that's the defensive scheme. There's very little else you need to do. Get to Jones and shut down Taylor.
Yeah, this is a big game.
Massive game.
This is a game that pretty much gets me to a point where I decide whether I want to buy in fully.
Yeah.
If we can win this game, then I know we're going to make playoffs. If we lose this game, there's a real chance we lose out for the rest of the year, go 8-9, and we are the laughing stock of the NFL.
Yeah, I wouldn't be this concerned because this feels like a bounce back game for the Colts if it wasn't for that Daniel Jones leg issue, like a hairline fracture in the fibula.
They built like a thing for him. He looks like I can't like if no one would have told me he had a hairline fracture, I'd be like, yeah, he's kind of normal. But that's what I saw.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just didn't see him rolling out the same way. He's not.
He ran for 2 first downs.
Yeah, no, that's true. It's just it's the
on
same
rollout.
Yeah, but it's the same issue of Rodgers, and it's the same
not
thing.
The same issue.
No, but I'm saying it's the same issue with Rodgers. Same issue we'll talk about with Herbert. It just takes one good hit, and that worries like me to no end right now.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that we could say that about Lamar. I did. You know, I don't know. I think everybody's hurt. Everybody's always hurt.
Yeah.
I think his injury was more of an excuse for his bad play for the past few weeks.
Sure.
I think that he's been playing pretty well.
Okay. No, I want to see the Colts win this one because Jacksonville feels fraudulent still.
Bengals, Bills. Bills open up -5.5 against the Bengals, a Bengals team that just beat a Ravens team. I know the public is going to go crazy with this Bengals point spread. They're going to love it. People might actually start taking this team money line. Nope.
No?
We're going Bills.
Sure.
We're laying the 5.5. Not only that, we're getting more points. 7.5 Bills. Plus 125. That's what we have right now. I love the Bills here.
I'm the exact opposite. What? I'm looking at the Bengals on this one. It's going to be a shootout.
I disagree.
I think neither of these defensive worries me. T. Higgins is back for the Bengals right now.
I don't care.
Tre'Davious White cannot cover him.
I
sure
think this Bills team, whether it's going to be a shootout or not, I think the Bengals have to try to always keep it a shootout. Joe Burrow played really well against that Ravens defense. Here's the thing about that Ravens defense. It's kind of not that good this year.
No, it hasn't been. We've had a couple good weeks, but
the Bills defense is a better spot right now. They've also stacked up well against Joe Burrow in the past.
Yeah.
I do believe in Josh Allen. He has been playing really, really well these past few weeks.
Currently, public money is heavy on the Bills at the moment
with the point spread.
With the point spread, it is heavy on the Bengals.
Yeah.
The over under for this game is looking at 52.5 at the moment.
I bet you by the time Saturday rolls around, public money is going to be hammering Bengals.
Right now, it's to cover the spread that it is a 68% to 32% right now. Bengals.
Yeah.
But currently to outright win, it's 80%.
Yeah,
to the Bills.
I just look at the numbers here. I love the Bills to cover and win by more than that.
Yeah, I think
it's a blowout.
I think if this goes to a shootout, the Bengals are more built for that.
I think the Ravens had many opportunities to win that game.
I completely agree.
That game.
I completely agree.
And the Bengals did. Joe Burrow made some really, really big moves. He was moving around. He was like doing protection stuff where he would like. He was awesome. Joe Burrow was awesome. But there was even moments where I was like, the Ravens could smash this team right now, and I don't know what's happening.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm more impressed with the Bills. I'm going to take the Bills -5.5.
Sounds good.
And I also think they're going to duke out for their division.
They really are at this point because I think the Bills are still technically 7th seed right now.
Yeah, they're 7th
so
seed.
yeah, they need to pick up a few of these wins.
And you're going Bengals +5.5.
Yes, I am in this one.
Cool. Bears Packers, huge game,
massive
rivalry. Bears #1 seed. Who would have thought?
Yeah, and #1 not only in division but in the entire NFC at the moment.
Why do I love the Packers minus 6.5 though?
I'm right there with you.
Yes.
Like, it feels. I like the Bears' momentum. I do like what this team is putting together. I have been rooting for the Bears to finally get something because they clearly have a lot of talent. It's with Jaden Reed coming back, Golden coming back, Josh Jacobs 1 more week removed from a knee contusion. It feels like this offense is primed. They are playing in Lambeau.
I think that's what really sold.
That's what's selling me right now. Is it's just going back to those old narratives.
I also like thinking that the Packers have been just told that this is the new Bears team. And if there's anything I know about the Green Bay Packers organization, they love to sniff the hope out of Bears fans.
I think this game does get close until the fourth quarter, though.
I do too. I don't like. Yeah. I don't love the point spread at 6.5.
It's not great. I'm hoping more people start picking up on the Bears a little bit. Yeah. Public money might shift this line. They're already starting to go trending towards the Bears.
I would personally love this line at 5.5.
Yeah,
but
agreed.
6.5, I will still bite. I will still bite on my 6.5.
Yeah, but if you could get it down at 5.5 closer to game day, I would take it.
Also, Monangai touchdown. Let's go Texans versus Chiefs. A huge game for the implications of who's going in the hunt.
Yes.
If the Colts lose and the Texans win, they're in the wild card graphic.
Yep.
Same thing with the Chiefs. So it's a huge implication here this weekend. Texans have one of the best defenses. Patrick Mahomes has struggled against some of the best defenses, but the Chiefs are 18-1 when playing at home.
Doesn't worry me. I'm still taking the Texans plus 3.5. Chiefs have had.
I have Texans plus 3.5.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. Through this season and all of last season, the Chiefs have had more one-score games. Than any other team in the NFL.
Yeah.
That's whether they win or lose. They win. I think 12-0 in one-score games last season. They're 1-6. I want to say this season.
Yeah, they're not great.
Yeah, they're not doing great. Either way, if they win or lose, this game is going to be tight. It is going to be dirty. I think that the Texans' offense has shown a little bit more spark. Stroud coming back from his injury has found Nico a good amount. They clearly can get the ball moving pretty well, and this defense is real. Like, it is a scary defense to go out and play right now at this point in the season.
Where I was like, if that offense can catch up, that defense is championship worthy. That is a great defense.
They have 2 players in the top 10 in sacks on the season.
Oh yeah, that was always. I told you, Will Anderson.
Is a beast. But
if he didn't live in the world of Myles Garrett, people would be like, Will Anderson MVP, defensive MVP type stuff.
Yeah, there'd be a conversation there.
We're both going Texans plus 3.5. That half point is doing a lot of work for me.
It is.
It's doing a lot of work for me. Chiefs versus Chargers, the Monday night game. Justin Herbert got
Eagles
hurt.
Chargers.
Or my bad, Eagles Chargers. Justin Herbert got hurt last week against the Raiders.
Yeah, he has a broken bone in his non-throwing hand at the moment. The team has come out and openly announced. Harbaugh said on their YouTube page, I believe yesterday, the only thing keeping Herbert from not playing is pain management at this point, which is a scary thing.
Yeah.
Like, hey.
I mean, if he's in a ton of pain.
That's the only thing that will pull him from this game, which I know is his decision.
Yeah.
Live to fight another week.
They're expecting Marion Hampton to come back. I know that they're like, all right, maybe with him and Vidal, we can get something going. Penning's been playing better on the offensive line. Maybe they're like, maybe we could just go through it. I don't like this game from a Chargers perspective.
Not at all.
I understand the Eagles are in the slump of a lifetime. Their offense is my bet of the week last week. We didn't do a show, but if we would have done a show, I would have told you under 26.5 Eagles total points. I put 7 units on it.
I believe it.
Loved it.
I think the big thing that's on how you beat this Eagles offense, because it's clearly stagnating. They have some pops here and there.
Yeah.
Is get Hurts off balance.
100%.
Like, you need to get the pass rush home. You need to get to him, even if it's just applying pressures. It doesn't have to be full sacks.
Great at quick decisions.
He's not.
When he has time to sit and really dissect, that's when he can make a play.
Well, that's when his players can get open. He has way too much talent on that side of the ball.
All the talent.
Chargers have not had a good pass rush. Khalil Mack is their number 1 pass rusher still.
34 years old.
Exactly. It's very worrying for that. I think that plus Chargers missing both of their starting tackles. Penny has been playing better.
Yeah.
That
not enough.
Yeah, it's not enough against what we know this Eagles D-line can be.
Yeah.
I'm Eagles plus or Eagles minus 3.5 feels really, really good here.
I'm at 2.5 right now.
Okay, I would take him
either way. If you can
way.
get him at 3.5, I would love that too.
Well, I'll move the line to 3.5 if it's.
I have it at 2.5 right now.
Yeah. But I like them in this position here. I'm worried about Herbert's hand, and if Herbert gets knocked out because of pain, if he can't go this week, it's Trey Lance, and I think this line skyrockets.
Trey Lance time, baby. Yeah, we got get on it now. Get on it now.
Yep.
Pick of the week. We're gonna end the show like this. Pick of the week. Don, give me your pick of the week.
Mine's gonna be Browns minus 3.5 against the Titans. Cam Ward is the most sacked quarterback in the entire NFL this season.
He's not going up against anyone good on the Browns defensive line.
You know, just the guy whom I honestly want to take odds for him to break the NFL single season sack record in this game.
Minus. He's at 19 sacks already.
He's at 19 sacks right now. No, he's going to break it this year. That's not a question.
He needs 5 sacks in 5 games.
He needs
6 sacks in 5 games.
3.5 sacks.
No, the record's 24.5, isn't it?
Michael Strahan has 22.5, tied with T.J. Watt.
Oh,
the unofficial.
22?
That's the official one.
Yeah.
They didn't start keeping track of sacks until I want to say the late 70s.
I think
The unofficial record is 24.5 prior to when they started tracking it. For the official record, he needs 3.5 more. He's had 3 games this season with over 3 sacks already, 3, 4, and 5 sack games individually.
Ridiculous.
It's crazy. Titans are averaging giving up 4 a game.
You think he could do it here?
I think he could do it here. Because Miles, he has had already games where he has 5 sacks in a single game.
Let's go,
He needs 3.5. Like, this feels like a good lock for it.
Miles.
Like, I think the defense just runs this thing completely.
I love that guy. My pick of the week, I'm going to college. I think BYU plus 12.5 against Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship game is awesome. BYU clearly feels like they love their head coach. They've lost 1 game this year. It was to Texas Tech. I think they've learned from their mistakes. It's a neutral field. They clearly understand that they love the direction this team's going. I love the direction this team is going. Whether they make the playoffs or not, I think really does come down to whether they can win this game. I think Texas Tech is in no matter what happens.
Yeah.
And if BYU can win, they're probably going to get in. I think they got a little bit more love. 12.5. Give it to me.
Feels good.
Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of Bust Picks. Go check us out on YouTube. Give us a like, comment, anything you want. Please just reach out. My name is Dio. That is Don. And remember, pray for the parlay.